Hello students, we were studying the chapter Tissue class 9 biology. So in the last class we have studied about the simple permanent tissues and today we are going to study about complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissues. So from the name only it is clear that it is complex in nature. Why it is complex in nature? Because we have studied the simple permanent tissue. They were made up of, you can say, simple single type of cell, right? But they are not made up of single type of cells. They contains various type of cells. That's why from the name only it is clear it is complex. So hence called complex permanent tissues. So we will be studying complex permanent tissue today. Complex permanent tissues. Got it? Now, if we are talking about the complex permanent tissues, so these are the tissues which consist of, you can say, various type of cells, and together they perform as a single unit. That's why it is a group of cells which perform, you can say, a particular function. So we can write group of different type of cells. Which work together as a single unit are known as complex permanent tissues. Now, if we are talking about the types of complex permanent tissues, so there are two types of complex permanent tissue. One is xylem and another is phloem. So here xylem and phloem, these tissues consist of different types of cells. Like you can say xylem. If we are talking about xylem only, so xylem have Xylem Fiber, Xylem Parenchyma, Xylem Trichets and Xylem Vessels. And similarly, if we are talking about phloem, then phloem also has Phloem Fiber, sieve tube, companion cells, sieve elements, Phloem Fiber and Phloem Parenchyma. Got it? So these together forms a single unit and hence work as single unit and perform a function as a tissue. Got it? So here xylem. Today we will study about the xylem only. If we are talking about xylem, so xylem is a vascular tissue. What it is? Vascular tissue. Tissue which helps in conduction of water. In conduction of water and minerals. From, you can say, roots to top of the plant. from roots to top of the plant. So here it conducts water and minerals from roots to top of the plant. So we can say it is unidirectional. It is unidirectional. This is the tree. Here it is having its roots, right? So roots absorb water and minerals. Root absorbs water and mineral which goes upwards and here in the different direction. But we can notice one thing. They all are going from bottom plant or tree to top of the tree or you can say plant. Got it? So hence it is having unidirectional. Unidirectional mean to say it is going in a single direction, that is from bottom to the top, hence known as unidirectional. Unidirection mean to say in a single direction only. Got it? So here it is a vascular tissue which helps in conduction of water and minerals from roots to the top of the plant. Got it? Now here, if we are talking about types of xylem cells, so xylem tissue is made up of different type of cells. Like first is xylem trichets. Now xylem trichets, if we are talking about the xylem trichets, so what are the xylem trichets? Xylem trichets are the cells. You can say xylem trichets are the group of cells which provide, you can say, mechanical support and helps in conduction of water and minerals in lower vascular plants. In lower vascular plants, and if we are talking about its shape, so its shape is, you can say, it is tapering from both the sides. It has tapering ends and it is broad from the, you can say, middle portion. It has a broad lumen and had cell wall, thick cell wall filled with lignin. So we can write it. And one thing more, it is made up of dead cells. So here dead, long, narrow, cells with tapering end. With tapering ends. इसके एंड कैसे होते हैं? टेपरिंग होते हैं. In the diagram we will see. Next, if we talk about its lumen, it is broad, and if we talk about its cell wall, it is thick and lignified. What do you mean by lignified? Lignified, I told you, lignin was a substance which was made up of amino acids, right? In the last class, you can see in the previous class we have studied about the lignin. So here, So cell wall is thick and lignified and lumen is broad. It also contains pits at certain part. It also contains pits at certain parts. Now, if we see the diagram, so we can see the diagram. Now I am rubbing this. It is not clear. Okay, I hope it is clear now. So we are making the diagram. So you can see in the diagram, it is long and it has the tapering end. Tapering end. It has a broad lumen and pits are present at certain region. These are long, elongated, narrow. The tapering end, and same way it is formed like this. Got it? So this is xylem trichets. Now if we talk about the function, now we are talking about the function. So here the function is to conduct water and minerals plus it also provides mechanical support to the plant. And provide mechanical support. Last but not the least, we can write about its location. Location means where they are found. They are found, as I told you earlier, only in lower vascular plants. What are lower vascular plants? Pteridophytes and gymnosperm. Pteridophyte and gymnosperm. If you want to write, you can write. And gymnosperm. And they are absent in angiosperm. Angiosperm means to say flowering plant, because they are more advanced and they contain xylem vessels. I hope it is clear to you all, right? Now we will be studying the xylem vessels. So here I am erasing some part only. So xylem vessels, if we are talking about the xylem vessels, so xylem vessels are found in angiosperms. They are found in angiosperms and they are absent in lower vascular plants. They do not found in lower vascular plants like pteridophytes and gymnosperm. They do not found in lower vascular plants. So here It is Xylem Vessels. It is long elongated tubular like structure long elongated tubular like structure. And if we are talking about lumen here, it is broad here also. And cell wall is again thick and lignified. Cell wall is thick and lignified. If we draw the structure of Xylem vessels, it is a tube-like structure, somewhat like this. So you can see it is a tube-like structure, long, elongated and cylindrical structure. It forms a long duct, right? It forms a long duct. And here its length can be 10 centimeter to 6 meter. If we are talking about length, so can be from 10 centimeter to 6 meter in length. Got it? Next, if we talk about its function, so here the function is again same as Xylem Trichets, that is conduction of water and minerals plus provide mechanical support. As they are found in, you can say, more advanced plant like angiosperms, so they are not present in lower vascular plants like pteridophyte and gymnosperm. So we can write about the location also. Found in and absent in lower vascular plants. I hope it is clear to you all, right? Our next topic is, you can say, third part is Xylem Fibers. So if we are talking about the Xylem Fibers, so here these are also, let me rub this. guess board is dirty. So xylem fibers. Xylem fibers are, you can say, dead cells. It is sclerenchymatous cells. So these are dead cells and provide mechanical support. They provide mechanical support. And these are somewhat like xylem trichets only in the structure. If we talk about the structure of xylem fibers, it is somewhat like xylem trichets only, like you can see here. We are having the tapering end and pits, right? So if we talk about xylem fibers, so these are dead. I told you dead. So these are dead sclerenchymatous cell, dead, long, elongated cells with tapering ends. So here, as you can see, these are having the tapering ends, and here the cell are dead, but they are lignified. They are lignified. They are also known as wood fiber or sclerenchymatous fiber. So we can write also known as wood fiber or sclerenchymatous fibers. Got it? These are the dead cell which are long, elongated, and here the cell wall is again lignified. And next, if we talk about its function, so its function is to provide mechanical support. Provide mechanical support. Next, where they are found? Location. So location, as I told you, woody fibers. So these are found in woody dicotyledons. Dicot short I am writing. Or you can say trees. Woody trees, or you can say woody dicot plants or trees. Got it? Now, last but not the least, that is Xylem Parenchyma, or you can say wood parenchyma. These are dead cells, but parenchyma cells are living cells. So here we can write Xylem parenchyma. Okay. Sorry, board is getting dirty. Let me clear it properly. So here, Xylem Parenchyma, as I told you, they are living cells. They are living cells and they help in storing food. Yes, they need energy also. So they help in storing food. They are living cells, so they store food in its cytoplasm. You can say they store the food and provide energy. Okay. So here next topic is Xylem Parenchyma. Xylem Parenchyma. As I told you, these are living cells. These are living cells, right? These are living cells, and here these are filled with cellulose, thin cellulose wall. Their cell wall is made up of thin cellulose. Got it? And basically its function is to store food. Having thin cell wall of cellulose. As they are living cells, so they look somewhat like this type. Here centrally, or not centrally, at the periphery region, nucleus is located and different organelles are present, like this you can see. And here cell wall is made up of thin cellulose. This is, you can say, somewhat diagram of Xylem Parenchyma. Now here function, I told you earlier only. Function is to store food. Store food and conduction of water and minerals, you can see. Conduction of water and minerals is the main function of xylem trichets and vessels, but it also supports. So that's why we can write conduction of water and minerals. Last but not the least, there is location. They are found in primary, and secondary cells. These are found in primary and secondary xylem. Got it? So that's all for the day. Okay class, thank you.